Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I get this height and volume in my hair. And what is special about my method is that I do not use any volumizing products. I don't use any heat tools either, although it is optional. There's some great products, volumizing products that will give you lots of volume in your hair. You usually have to work it in with a blow dryer and a brush. It takes a bit of effort to do this, and for me personally, I find that using volumizing products tends to weigh my hair down after a while. So I want to show you a way of getting volume that will last you all day and really a few days or until your hair gets dirty and it's time to wash again. And the best part is it is so effortless, it's so easy. All you need is some time as well as a couple of hair tools, which you probably already have, or if you don't, they're very inexpensive to get. I washed my hair last night, and so it's been 24 hours, and as you can see, I still have a lot of volume in my hair. This is my scalp right here, and so if you look, I have about 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches. You look toward the back. There's only one tool that's absolutely required, and that is a claw clip. This is the one that I use. This is by the Goody brand. It's an old school brand. I'm sure you've seen this before. So I find that this is the best hair clip for my hair, and this is the best size as well for the thickness of my hair and how it works. I've tried claw clips like this, which is just a little bit more rounded at the top or on the sides, and I'm not really sure what the difference is, but this doesn't work for me as well as this does. So I would suggest trying out different sizes, different shapes. Again, if you have thicker hair, longer hair than me, you might even want to get a little bit of a bigger one. But I have found that generally this shape is what works best, and this also has a tighter grasp. And since we're going to be wearing it for a long time, it's good to have one that is that has a good grasp. As for these are very inexpensive. You can get a pack of 3 for under $3 on Amazon. So the only other thing that you need is time. This only works on your hair as it is drying. So let's get to it. So when your hair is dirty, basically you just want to wash it and dry it with your towel. Try to get as much water out of your hair as you can with just your towel. While it's still wet, you want to pull the top half of your hair up toward the ceiling. So I usually start with my thumb right here at the edge of my ear, and then I take it and I pull it up. So you don't want to pull it back. That's not really going to give you as much volume as if you took it up toward the top like this. And as I grasp it, you see I'm kind of pushing it up a little bit to give me this little bit of volume already. I'm kind of I'm creating that extra volume in by pushing it up. And so once I get it as high as possible, I'm going to just put this claw clip on, and sometimes I'll just even take it up a little bit more or grab more hair if I've missed hair, and I get it in a pretty comfortable position on top of my head. And try to pull it up as high as you can without letting the clip fall over. So as you get used to this, you'll learn the perfect spot to put it on your head, which way, how high you should put it up, or what spot you should put up in order to get the maximum amount of volume. This is as high as I can get it. And so again, your hair is going to be wet, but that's okay. You still want to pull it up as high as possible, and that's it. That's all you're going to do. Then all you need to do is go to sleep. Like I promised, it's effortless. Overnight won't be a problem because you're securing the hair on top of your head and not in the back. You want to wait at least 8 hours before you wake up and take the claw clip off. That's how long it takes for me. Now if you have thicker hair, it may take a little bit longer for you. You do this at night right before bed. So after I wash my hair, I usually wait about 10-15 minutes for it to dry before I put it up in the claw clip. So you don't want to sleep with it soaking wet, although it still will work. You might just have to sleep longer for it to, or just wait a little bit longer before you pull the clip off so that it is entirely dry. You'll get the best results when you wake up and you pull the claw clip off and your hair is completely dry. So even if it's a little bit damp, next time try sleeping for a longer period of time and seeing if you can get it to be completely dry when you take that claw clip off. And that will also allow the volume to last a longer period of time. The claw clip off, you should have a ton of volume in your hair, just like this. And that's it. If you have curly or wavy hair, another really cool thing that happens when you go to sleep with your hair wet and tied up, it actually really sets in those curls and it defines the curls and makes them really nice and smooth. And so it looks like you've put product in your hair and you haven't. Usually for me, I will put a little bit of olive oil or a little bit of coconut oil in my hair just to kind of tame a little bit of the frizz, but for the most part, I don't have to put anything in my hair because sleeping on the hair overnight really just set in my waves. Now my hair is straight now because I did this process last night, so it's been 24 hours. So you see I still have a lot of the volume, but also what happens is if your hair is wavy and not really that curly, those waves will fall out. So then you end up with just straight hair too. So the first night you get wavy hair and the second night you get straight hair. So that's another really great thing about this process. And again, that depends on the kind of hair you have, whether it's really curly or not, but you should just try it out and see what you can do with your hair. You're using such little heat on your hair that I think over time your hair will change as well. So even if you find that you use this process and you don't get like the nice waves, they're soft waves, maybe after a while of not using so much heat on your hair, you will be able to see that soft wave effect just using this process. Now, if you don't have 8 hours to let it dry, so let's say you went to sleep late or you have to get up early in the morning, what you can do is just take a blow dryer and blow dry your roots. Now, you don't need to use a brush or anything like that. You just take your fingers and just kind of roughly blow dry your roots. I would say to about 10-15% dry, and then you just kind of speed it up the process so that way it'll be dry sooner than later. And you'll get, again, that's something with practice, you'll kind of see how much do I have to dry. If I only sleep 5 hours a night, if I blow dry it for about 5 minutes or so, that's usually perfect for me to wake up with my hair dry. Like I said, for me, the first night it'll be wavy, or the first day it'll be wavy, and then the waves just fall out because there's no product in your hair. And then the second day you'll have straighter hair with the volume still in your hair. So once you get the hang of this and customize it so that you've got the right amount of time that you're sleeping on it, that you're tying it up the right way, you've got the perfect claw clip, trust me, you'll never need to go and get a salon blowout again because your hair is just always in great condition and it's just, again, so quick and so effortless. There's really no time required except for making sure you do this the night before you want your hair to be volumized. That's all for this effortless voluminous hair tutorial. I hope you were able to pick up some tips that you can use for your own hair. As always, please like this video if you enjoyed watching it, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Bye!